Good evening, mates. This side, Rahul Magan here is a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. Standing today on 11th October 2020, I am going to be shooting a pretty important video about a news that came in the public domain. The purpose of shooting this video is to give a guidance to the young investors, those who really wish to enter into the stock market. But before I proceed, let me remind you that like any other YouTube videos, there is a dialog box which is next to our video. In this dialog box, there is a paragraph followed by a link. If you click on this link, then you would reach to the free videos, free groups by Treasury Consulting, which includes all three YouTube channels, Telegram, I think LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Twitter, almost all information is here, including our app. So you can make this happen. There is a news that came in the public domain, which is about Indian market cap hits around 161 trillion, which is 161 trillion, which is definitely a pretty huge amount. But unfortunately, when we enter into the market, we always enter into this market with this mindset. We believe that the markets are at pre-COVID level, but we need to understand this thing in a very detailed manner. Many people, before I explain this data in detail, many people come to me and say that the bank Nifty will go to 10,000. What is your opinion? Or Nifty will go to 7,000. What is your opinion? And probably the Sensex will touch 42,000, your opinion, and like this. See, we really need to understand one thing, that these numbers are immaterial, right? These numbers are of no use. So example, let's talk a very good company, L&T. Larsen and Toubro is amongst my favorite stock, at least in India. Because Larsen and Toubro is a company who worked really very hard over the period of the time to reach at this level. And guys, by the way, they are a conglomerate. That is really unfortunate that they not been able to reach to the market cap of what Reliance is it now, which is around 15 trillion Indian rupee, 15 lakh crores. But if I look at L&T, as I'm just giving an example, if you look at L&T, then if I compare L&T with any index, whether it is Nifty or it is Sensex, then am I really bothered? No, I'm not bothered. Because one thing I need to understand, that before I buy L&T, I just need to see that why I'm buying L&T. Number one, what is the rationale why I'm buying L&T? Because the government of India is really serious enough to open the defense sector for the private participation, and if possible then foreign direct investment also. And we also understand that India as a country is having a huge requirement of defense and defense related equipments. All three army, which is the land army, the air army, and the navy. More importantly, this huge market cannot be tapped by one company. You need a huge participation to tap this market, and of course L&T exposure in the defense sector is wonderful. This is one of the rationale to buy L&T. One of the rationale to buy L&T, I repeat. Now, before I buy L&T, am I worried that whether the Nifty is at 12,000 or Bank Nifty is at 25,000? Not at all. Or Sensex is at 40,000, because what I really see is that whether L&T is at intrinsic value or not. So what I do, I have my own models. Of course, we are supported by Bloomberg and Reuters. We go to Bloomberg and Reuters and see the different ratios which we have, P ratio, PEG ratio, and there are multiple ratios. All ratios are now part and parcel of our upcoming advanced equity course, which is we are launching day after tomorrow. We will compute these ratios, or we will look at that. We have our own models. We compute the intrinsic value of L&T. Now, these all are hypothetical numbers. I repeat, hypothetical numbers. Suppose the intrinsic value, I say suppose the intrinsic value is 750. I will see, okay guys, the L&T intrinsic value is 750. Currently, it is trading near about 900, which means it is little far away from the intrinsic value. Then we will analyze the information we have about L&T, whether market can take L&T up or whether L&T can take down. Now this is known as WDM. Hey guys, do you know WDM? You might not be. Which is, okay, I'll tell you two. There are two brothers we have in the market. The first brother is MDM. He is elder brother. MDM. MDM stands at market depth monitor. Market depth monitor. Now I'll show you something. I have my diary. I'll show you. There are 4 things that are come in this. Yes. So one is coming. Yeah. Market depth monitor coming, price book, order book, broker book, and dual book. I repeat, it comes price book, order book, broker book, and dual book. I'm sure 99% of the people not ever heard about that. Now we will compare L&T with L&T in MDM, market depth monitor, and we will see, guys, standing today 11th October, how L&T is performing in this segment. Then we compare the younger brother, which is WDM, which is weighted debt monitor. I repeat, weighted debt monitor. It means that the total debt which is outstanding on L&T, either standalone or consolidated, because sometimes we take an independent call. Example, M&M Financial. Mahindra and Mahindra is a big group. They're having huge exposures. But I am taking call on M&M Financials. I am not worried about the consolidated debt of Mahindra and Mahindra. I am worried about M&M Financial. Straight. So I am worried about the standalone debt of M&M Financial rather than the consolidated debt of M&M as a group. Similarly, if I'm taking an independent call, assuming I'm taking a call on L&T Infratech, then I will see the debt of L&T Infratech. But if I'm taking a call of L&T, then I'm taking a call on as a group. Then I will compare the debt of L&T. And of course, we have Bloomberg and Reuters. We get the information from that. So I'm really not bothered that whether Sensex is 45,000 or Sensex is 95,000 or Nifty is 13,000 or Nifty is 50,000. I'm not bothered, because one thing I know, whether markets depth monitor and weighted debt monitor, how fairly are they performing, and whether they are allowing me to buy L&T or not. If they are allowing me to buy L&T, I will buy L&T. If they are not allowing me to buy L&T, I will say, sorry, sir, I will not buy L&T. Similarly, if I go with that article that we got, Indian market cap is around 161 trillion, which is precisely 2.11 trillion US dollars. And guys, you would be surprised to know that India ranks amongst last in the top 10 countries by market cap. In fact, India's share in the world market cap is just 2.3%, which is lower than the average of 2.5%. But we should be thank you to Indian media, who is giving a great hype to that news. And what happened, because of this news, many young guys like you, many experienced guys like others, they will come and start buying. You guys make a mindset that Sensex today it is around 40k, it will go to 45k, then eventually it will go to 50k. Nifty, which is around 11k, it will go to 15k, then follow to 20k. We will make that mindset, which is called hype. But we never do the intrinsic value computations, we never do MDM, we never do WDM. So I would like to warn all young guns, those who are watching this video, guys, be careful, because we really need to understand one thing, that even if any index, and it is not Nifty, Bank Nifty, any index, Standard & Poor, Kospi, Hang Seng, STI, your Nifty, Bank Nifty, your ASX 200, NZX, any index matters, but most important is the intrinsic valuation that matters. And more important that intrinsic valuation, what matters is these things which I just told you, which I again repeat for you guys, which is price book, order book, broker book, and dual book. I'm sure 90% of the people even do not know it about. Guys, this is what, this is what our research, and this is what we do. Do we even know the difference between price book and order book? Do we even know the difference between order book and broker book and dual book? We don't. So example, if I ask you a question that if L&T, assuming it is trading 900, what is the difference if the price book do not going in proportion with the dual book? What does that signify? I repeat, if L&T, which is trading at 900, if the price book is not going in sync with the dual book, what does that mean? Shall I go and buy L&T or shall I wait for it? So guys, Hindi media is doing an exceptional job. And that exceptional job is all fundamentals are at stake. It really doesn't matter whether MDM, WDM, or so-called these valuation tactics really matters or not for Hindi media. But at least to me and my hedge fund desk, who generates, God willing, good return, it matters. I once again repeat, L&T in this whole example, in this whole video was an example. We buy L&T provided the valuation parameters support us. We will not buy L&T even if Sensex, which is currently at 40,000, will reach to 90,000. But we love to buy L&T if the valuation parameters support us, and even if Sensex, which is currently at 40K, is at 20K. That is more important. And I think that standing in 2020, we really need to learn this. We really need to learn this, guys, because this is very important. This is a fundamental part of trading. And unfortunately, the world is more media centric than the fundamental centric. This is Rahul Magan from Treasury Consulting. You know our WhatsApp 9818485155. You can definitely WhatsApp us, and please be note that the day after tomorrow, we are launching yet another course, Advanced Equity Valuation course. And guys, we are not worried about the media, but I will close this video with my favorite line. I'm really thankful for media, because even till 2090, today is 2020, even in 2090, no media is dare to explain to the viewers what is MDM and what is WDM. And that what it matters. Have a great time, guys. Thank you.